Here we got a 2001 Jeep Wrangler TJ. I wanted to kind of give an introduction to it because I haven't really done a walk around of this one. This one's my girlfriend's Jeep, so we got a major issue with it that needs to be fixed, and we're going to try to get it done before Jeep Fest, but I don't know how well that's going to go, just depending on how many problems we run into. It's completely black, Sahara edition. Got the nice tan interior. Seat's a little rough. She's got a new seat over there. So I'm not big on the tan interiors myself, but I want to say all the Sahara editions came with tan interior, along with a few other models, just depending on what color you got. Because I had a green TJ, I think it was 98 or something like that. That was a tan interior, but that was just a regular 4.0 Sport. So it's actually in really good condition. It does have some hidden rust in the normal spots, like in the corners over here, and a little bit of rust on the tailgate, but it's still operational and very good. I mean, she got a steal of a deal for this thing. Somebody put in one of those rear trunks, so she could lock this up if she needs to. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just the normal rust spots, although she doesn't have any rust in these back corners, which is another spot, although that one's hidden, but which is typically another spot where these rust. Both the fenders, normal rust, probably should be changed out, but we're not going to be worried about that at the moment. Aftermarket bumpers, rear and front, and the typical trim, although this is a little damaged. I don't know if we can find a replacement for it or not, but so this has been a good Jeep. She's had it for a few months now, and she's loved the thing. But we came up with one issue. If you saw the previous video, the transmission has shifted, so I can't get it into first or second, but I can get it through 3 through 5 and reverse. So, and it just feels funny. So, but what it looks like is the transmission is cockeyed in there, so something was rusted, gave way. The frame is really bad on this, as well as the floor supports. So all the torque boxes, one is intact, but it looks like it could go at any minute, so all of them are bad. And it could be that the tub shifted on the frame as well. So we'll see how the other areas are when we get the tub off and go from there. Trying to think. Aftermarket wheels, which look really nice on this thing, I have to say. Engine runs really good, so no issues there, although one of the pulleys is having a little squeak, so we're gonna have to narrow that one down eventually. But you know, otherwise this is a great setup. Only thing I don't like about it is we didn't exactly know at first what this switch was right here. It's an aftermarket, but it's to the fan. Now we just leave it on all the time. Somebody switched, put this electric fan on the switch, and I'm not sure, this is a 2001, so I'm not sure if it automatically came with an electric fan or if that's just an aftermarket and they got rid of the clutch fan that normally goes with these things. And I want to say it's a clutch fan that was put on this originally, because this, you know, typically you have your normal fan shroud right in here, so it's a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. So I'm not a big fan of switched electric fans, because I think the clutch fans do do the job, so there's no, to me, no reason to upgrade, but that's a matter of opinion. So, and again, the Sahara's came with the 4.0, and you know what's funny is that engine looks crooked in there. Didn't notice that before, but the engine looks like it's tilting this way, which would make sense of why I can't go into first and second gear. So I'm just wondering, yeah, see the mounts are tilted, but you know, we'll correct all that as we get the body off the frame and really get to see how this is. I can't see the mount there. See, this is dropped. So interesting. I didn't notice that before, but that would make sense of why it doesn't shift into first and second, because everything down there is tilted to the left. So, or the left side is down. It's made here in Toledo, but it's a Canuck Jeep up in Canada. Somehow made its way back down to the States and made it home. So not sure how that happened, but hey, you know. The guy that originally had this, sweet guy, he was an awesome guy. He's actually a Ford fan, so he was gonna go all out Bronco, and then one of his buddies said, hey, why don't you try the Wrangler? So as a test, he bought this to test it out to see how much he would like the Wrangler, and he ended up loving it and bought a brand new, oh, almost brand new Rubicon, and I got to ride in it, and it was pretty sweet, like probably top of the line right there, but yeah, but that's the reason he had it. He was never really a Jeep fan, and he said what sold him was when he looked under and looked at the differentials and the suspension compared to the Bronco, and he's like, the Bronco doesn't have anything on it. So a lot of people talk shit about the newer Jeeps because well, a lot of people call them Fiats, but which Fiat pretty much owns them, but yeah. So, but that in mind, it's still built better than the Bronco. So this guy, being a more Ford fan, switching over to a Jeep, now he still had a sweet Cobra sitting in his shop. So that was, he put me over there for the paperwork, and I think he was just showing off, but he had a pretty good sweet setup back there in his shop. But my shop needs some help, but hey, it's what I got to work with, and it's where I go to get away, so that's all that matters. Anyways, enjoy the next few videos. I'm gonna be hard charging this, and it worries me a little bit because I was doing the same thing with Blue. I was tearing her down to the frame, and I was gonna fix everything from the frame up, and we see what happened there. I never finished it. In fact, the frame and everything we moved over to Gertie, and I still got Blue's tub sitting here. But considering this isn't exactly my Jeep, because my girlfriend paid for it, I just did the paperwork because she had to go, and then I signed it over to her. So it's her Jeep completely, and she was very depressed when this thing broke down. So, and she's willing to help me start getting dirty with this thing, helping me out and working on it. She'll probably do a lot of camera holding, but maybe I'll get her in there and just wrench a little bit, so it'll be up to her. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I probably went I rambled on a little bit too much. It's only 10 minutes, but but hit like, subscribe, and I'm gonna try my best to get this done before Jeep Fest, and it's coming up quick. So far Axle Deep is running good, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys.